And if you could just capture what you described to someone who was thinking about coming to Stanford as a basketball player, what would you say to them that would kind of convince them that this would be the great place that it is that you've talked about, that you experienced?
Yeah. Sometimes I find that's a really hard question because I'm like, it's so obvious, but I realize that that's not the case for everyone who's coming in. You know, I think that the one thing that I would say a lot of different things, but I think that a couple things that stick into my mind is that, you know, I think the opportunities for women playing professionally while they're growing, I think it is only really practical to think about life after basketball, and that means you need a really quality education,
right.
You know, and Stanford, you know, bar none, it gives you that. It opens a tremendous amount of doors for you that I don't know that a whole lot of other schools, you know, private institutions, mind you, really do. So that to me is a sell in and of itself, is that you come here and you leave with a fantastic education and a great network, whether it's, you know, professors, classmates who are doing a host of different things. So that's something to keep in mind is, you know, what kind of educational experience do I want? And to the degree that I can think about life beyond basketball, you know, what does Stanford afford me? And it affords you, again, like I said, a network that's probably like no other. And then athletically, you know, well, you're being coached by, you know, Tara Vanderveer. Stanford has had a tremendous amount of success, but I think that even you've seen the amount of resources that are available to student athletes, you know, whether it's, you know, Maples Pavilion being renovated and sort of having facilities and, you know, just a right number of people to back you up just to make sure that on the athletic end you are getting what you need to be successful both on the court and off the court. So
it's kind of nice to know that you have all those resources.
You do. There are a tremendous amount of resources, and those resources, you know, they span both. You know, I think the athletic department does a really good job of providing resources for athletes, both in terms of what they need to be successful on the court, making sure they're healthy, etc., but also providing them with those life skills, you know, and connecting them with people outside of the athletic department so that they can be successful.
Well, did you find it hard suddenly after you graduated, did you find it hard to not be playing?
Yes. To be totally frank and honest, it's a hard transition not to be playing basketball, especially when you know that other people, you know, underclassmen, they play in high school, there are underclassmen who you're still close with, who are still playing. There are people who are a little bit older than you, who are either playing in the WNBA or overseas, and it's hard all of a sudden to just shift gears. It's what you've been doing for, you know, 15 years out of your life, and now it's like, you know, the world is open and you have to figure out what you want to do next. I found it really challenging. I found it challenging because I needed a nap at 3 o'clock. You know, I was like, this whole 9 to 5 thing is just not working with me. But I found it challenging because it really did force me, you know, a lot of things are happening. It forces you to think about, you know, what you really want out of your life and the direction that you think at the time you want to go. And it's hard. It really is hard. You know, and your body's changing, all those things. You know, all that stuff becomes a stark reality. So
it's tough getting old.
What's that?
It's tough getting old.
I know. Tell me about it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be 30 next year.
Wow, it doesn't seem like you've been gone that long.
I know. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. And I don't know how, but somehow I got to 29. So
we all get there.
I know. Yeah.
So when you're watching a game, like today's game, for instance, how does it feel? You know, you're seeing the colors and you're seeing numbers that don't correspond to the people that you played with and their numbers. Yeah. Is that kind of strange?
It is and it isn't. I think, you know, I'll forever be a Cardinal, and I think when I'm watching, all I want is the best for the team, and, you know, I want the best for Tara and her staff, only because I know how much I put into my time here at Stanford and how much they gave, which is probably more on the latter half. You know, they gave quite a bit, and I was kind of probably at some points going through the motions. But I don't wish to be back out on the court because my back hurts and my knees hurt. But it just brings back good memories, you know, and all positive memories of an experience that, like I said, was both life-changing and phenomenal and fun and exhilarating all at the same time. So I get really excited. I'm really vocal, so I'm trying to tone it down a little bit because, you know, I'm not a coach. I don't have all the answers, but it's hard to sit back there and just watch. So I'm a fan. I'm a real fan. I yell, and but I don't wish to be out there. They're much better than I was at the time. So the game has changed quite a bit. You know, the players come in. Well, I think the players come in, and I mean, they're really good. You know, they have a wide range of skills. You know, they're very versatile. You know, I think you see Kyla Peterson, you know, the big girls are shooting threes out there, and people are extremely, extremely skilled, not only in the position. I think in high school sometimes you kind of get in your position and you're good there, but people can play all over the court.
So Tara never gave you the green light?
No, she gave she gave me the green light. I think we have to go back and check the record books.
Okay.
But I think I might have the highest 3-point percentage ever. I think I shot 1 for 1 right here, 100%. I don't know if that's something to brag about though. So, but yeah, I think green light.
And as we wrap up, what's in the future for you?
Oh, wow. Hopefully a lot of good things. You know, I think my long-term goal is to build housing and infrastructure internationally. You know, my family is from Ghana, West Africa, so that probably is part of the impetus behind my desire to do that. So hopefully that'll happen sometime in the near future.
Wow. Well,
and a family, hopefully soon, all those kinds of things.
It'll all come.
It'll all come. I'm only 29. I got a ways to go.
All right, well, thank you very much.
You're so welcome. Okay.